No one cares about Phyrexian Fleshgorger, but Daddy cares, because it is so good. For 3 mana, we get a 3/3 with menace and lifelink, and ward, forcing our opponent to pay life equal to his power. Now there are a lot of 3 mana creatures with fancy abilities, and most of them turn out to be balls. But Fleshgorger is the opposite of balls, because think about it. Menace and lifelink together, if we hit our opponent once with Fleshgorger, that's already a 6 life deficit, and if they then kill it, that's a 9 life difference. But it gets even better, because with Undying Evil, Fleshgorger will die, and return as an 8/6. It's so good! And it's especially good in an Undying Incarnation deck. Turn 1, we evoke Grief, discarding our opponent, then we reanimate Grief, discarding our opponent again, and we get a 4/3. Likewise, we can board wipe our opponent with Fury, and his Voidwalker, then blockable, sends our opponent's cards to exile, and we can sack it to cast an exile card for free, also working well with Undying. But here's the problem with the deck. It has great early plays, but by turn 3, it usually runs out of steam. There is Blood Moon, as well as Pyromancer, but the top decks can be a bit awkward, especially if we have no creatures, and we're drawing Flicker. But with Fleshgorger, it's a great finisher, making great use of Undying Evil. As for the rest of the deck, Rebellion for value, removal, discard, Undying Evil variants, and for the sideboard, the new card, Brotherhood's End. It can wipe creatures and planeswalkers, but more importantly, it can wipe artifacts, taking out opponent's graveyard hate. Speaking of which, we have graveyard hate, weenie hate, white hate, combo hate, land hate, and more weenie hate as a deck. Let's get to the gameplay, but first, today's video is sponsored by Struct, an app where you create games, play games, and share games. That's a lot of games, and it's all in 3D. Back in the day, Daddy used to dabble in game creation, but creating anything took forever. But in Struct, absolutely no coding is required. You simply choose an object and place that object, and if you like things big, we can easily enlarge things. If only real life worked that way. And most importantly, creating games and playing games is completely free in Struct, and it's super easy to start using ready-made templates. More than 2 million games have already been created, with different themes like shooter, role-playing game, racing, zombie apocalypse, and so on. And Daddy's favorite, Struct Showdown, playing on teams against other players, making Struct truly a social experience. The game is constantly improving with weekly updates. To download Struct today, you can click the link in the description below. And now back to the video. Opening hand is balls, we're in a mole. And the curve of this is pretty good, we're gonna keep. Oh, is this hammer time? We shall see. A softer deck with a new combat thresher. We'll take their Foundry on passes. We'll play Voidwalker and pass opponent. We'll play Saga and Thresher. And with that drum there, they can ephemerate. I have a super dominating idea. We'll Terminate, attack Voidwalker, and cast a Thresher. And Blood Crypt for us. We shall Thoughtseize, taking the reality ship. Now he's gotta worry about Saga, which should probably Blood Moon next turn. Rebirth for us. We'll spank for 6. Now Blood Moon time. They make a construct, and then we'll pass. Oh, but Nettle Cyst. Luckily I don't have too many artifacts right now. Oh, supernatural stamina. Swing for 3 and double strike. Please, no blocks here. No, they blocked. We go to Dealt 10. We could put Pyromancer, plus a dump stamina. I suppose that's fine. Then we'll pass. Only Stoneforge. Finding calls are complete. And equip Mystic. Cool Bolt, that's good. We'll dash out Ravioli. Swing out. Let's force a block. One shard of lethal here. Darn. We could finish off the Mystic. That seems unnecessary. And what is this we find? Portal Hole. What shall our opponent do now? They concede. I'm going to run this for this one. Asking 2. Opening hand seems alright. We'll keep. Robbing Inspector. Oh, Brotherhood's End. We'll hold Bolt and pass. Come on, dump those artifacts. Drum. Mystic. Finding calls complete. We'll Bolt. Oh my, and a Grief. So much for Voidwalker. But now it's Grief time. Take Urza. Take Spell Bomb. Take pass opponent. Oh, Saga for them. Come on, Swamp for us. Darn, fine. We'll get it for 4. And opponent cracks a clue. Oh my gosh, another Saga. I'm willing to take any land here. That works. First swing. And Magus. We get 1 construct. We blow by lands. Now I don't have any black. That's kind of racist. Oh, and they have Thought Foundry. Without the sword in graveyard, that doesn't do much. Especially when we have Brotherhood's End. Discard artifacts. Much sadness for our opponent, and there's a concede. What a fantastic start for us. And now it's on the next match. Opening hand, we can't turn on Ravioli. We can do it turn 2. So we'll keep. We'll dash out Ravioli. And what? That worked. Fabulous. Someone passes. Swing it for us. How about we play Pyromancer? What? Remand? Okay. Might as well play Ravioli. And now pass. Someone passes. And Fleshgorger for us. Even for 2. Oh, they push. Do we say Ravioli? I don't think so. We'll go with Fleshgorger and pass back. Opponent passes. We get a land. And swing for 3. Oh, Leyline Binding. I have no thick idea. We'll let them pay the ward. And how hot is this? Undying Evil. Bolt. And now we have an 8/6. And now it's back to opponent. Oh, another Leyline Binding. And target Fleshgorger. We'll have to pay 8 life. Oh, wait. I have to play 10 life. Got him. And there's a concede. Going aim 2 is in this first time. Asking 2. Opening hand. We're 1 block away from having a combo. So we'll keep. That works. Grief. Take their Leyline. Rebirth. We'll take their digging card. We'll pass our opponent. Tasty Turek. We'll hold on to that. Swing for 3. Opponent passes. Another land for us. We'll swing for 3. And we kind of want this land for Tasty Turek, but I also want to play Pyromancer. So we'll play Pyromancer. Well, that settles it. Some problems just resolve themselves. Oh, and there's Magus. Yeah, 2 gifts in hand. We'll first swing. Oh, and what is this? Removal. Okay. Now it's either Turek or Magus. With Magus now, we won't have enough black with Turek, but Magus is the better card. So we'll try for Magus. And Magus hits. And opponent passes out of sadness. Pyromancer for us. Play it. Making our tokens. And dash out Ravioli. Get it for 4. Make a treasure. And there's a concede. What is thinking? Now it's on the next one. Opening hand's pretty close to being good. We'll keep. We'll play Ravioli and pass. Oh, what? Is this a mirror match? We'll take over 2. Ravioli hits. And we find Thoughtseize. Play it. 2 Terminates a Lily. And Tasty Turek. We'll take Lily. Well, that means we're losing Ravioli. Opponent passes. We'll pretend to swing. There's a prize. We'll play grief. Taking their other Terminate, we shall pass. Oh, and Lily forcing the sack. That's such a good top deck for them, because now Tasty Turek, they can wipe us pretty hard with all their discard. Alright, they make us discard now. And they want to play Turek first. Alright, play it now. 2 random cards will get discarded, that's fine. Waiting behind Furry, so we can just hit a land here, and Lily looking dummy thick. That works. Furry time. Lily survives at 1, but now we're back in it. I want to play some manland. Meh, Thoughtseize. We'll take out Lily, but that manland's gonna hurt. And what? They choose a Thoughtseize instead? That's very unfortunate for them. And Pyromancer for us. Play it. Draw 2. And spank for 6. And there's a concede. So game 2 it is. I'm gonna just bring this first asking 2. Hopefully can't get the combo. So I'll keep. We'll play heavily. And it's grief time. Oh my gosh. Just a bunch of lands. Alright, we'll bring it back anyway. Oh, they concede. Sure. So on the next match, opening hand, we're pretty close to the Furry wipe. So we'll keep. Oh, and it's hammer time. And Blood Moon for us. Play Voidwalker. And we'll see how fast opponent can pop off. Hammer. Now the question is, do they have Paladin in hand? If that's true, then we could begin for a spanking. So perhaps the best route here. Furry. Taking out Sentinel. And getting back Furry. Flip for 3. And how's our opponent recover? Oh, they do have Paladin. Oh man, and a hammer. So they could equip here. Yikes. He's not good. So we have 1 shot here. Cast Rebirth. Sack Voidwalker. To play Sentinel. We'll put our opponent at 8. So if they attack, we'll chomp. Oh, another Paladin. And another Paladin? Oh my gosh. The question is, do we bolt? I think we might have to, even though it doesn't help us much. And darn, Blood Moon. Alright, splitting for 3. And pass back. Bonus giver. And equip giver? Sure. And the pass. And Pyromancer for us. Alright, safest option. Furry. Take out a Paladin. Draw 2. And that's good. Splitting for 3. And send it back. Uh-oh. This big problem. Because with Mystic, they find Shadow Sphere. What a top deck. So they gain 23 life. And finish us off. So close. We'll go to game 2 is we're in this for Assassin 2. Opening hand's okay. We'll keep. Bonus giver. And Knight. And pass. And bolt. That's good. Drop Furry. Bring Furry back. And we'll see how opponent recovers. Saga. And another giver. Voidwalker for us. Get for 8. Play Voidwalker. And send it back. Opponent passes. And Fleshgorger for us. So here's the issue. We'll make a construct. We'll get a protection from red. And block our Furry. So the cooler option. Swing a Voidwalker. Play Gorger. And here come the constructs. Oh boy, Paladin. Oh my gosh, and hammer. Why is life so hard? Take 14. And they gain 14. We're still in it though. Explosives. Crack it. They get protection from red. Spank for 6. And we gain 3. Oh, still Safer's Gift. And Cigarda's Aid. So no matter what we block here, they have lethal. Darn. So close. And now it's on the next match. Opening hand, a lot of lands. This seems alright. We'll keep. Opponent passes. We shall swing. Can we find Odawara? Do we Thoughtseize here? Or play Fleshgorger? Let's go with Fleshgorger. How hot is that? So opponent passes. They probably have Leyline. We shall swing. Can they take out Ravioli? We'll Thoughtseize. Oh, and it's a footfall stack. Take their Cascade card. Play land and pass. Opponent passes. And grief for us. They bounce Fleshgorger. Okay. Or respond to grief. And take the Fire Knight. Suck their opponent. Opponent passes. And what? They tapped down grief? They could have killed it, but they probably thought we had Undying. Voidwalker. Fleshgorger. Our opponent better start praying. And they didn't pray hard enough because victory is ours. I'm going to go for this first assassin too. Opening hand a little slow. So mole. This is pretty good. We'll keep. Oh no, Leyline. So much for discard. Alright, we'll pass. Opponent passes. We'll pass and opponent taps down land. Opponent passes again. Land. We'll play Pyromancer. Dumping Thoughtseize. Grief, sure. And here come the rhinos. We take 8. Uh-oh, they shock. How about we swing? Goes through. Now we'll play explosives. Opponent counters. Alright, play Fleshgorger. We'll pass. And Furry, yep, they have us. So game 3 it is. I'm going to game 3. Bring in this first assassin 3. Opening hand, 1 land hand. We have Ravioli. No, we should mole. And this could be good as long as no Leyline. Yeah, we'll keep. Oh, no Leyline. Play Ravioli and pass. Opponent suspense it falls. And explosives for us. Okay. We shall swing. Thoughtseize. Oh my, and force. Take their Fire Nice. Oh, see if they want to counter. No, okay. We shall pass. Someone passes. We shall swing. And now grief time. Oh, this is both pretty good. We'll take binding. They pass. Undying Evil. 5 at our opponent. And Fire Nice. Okay. We might as well draw. Oh, and a Furry. Or is that Omnath hat? What? No Omnath? Okay, we'll swing. And yep, there are the tokens. And this is an awkward spot because we'll get more tokens next turn. And they have a force in hand. So we'll let them block. They block grief. But what happens if we play Undying Evil? Will they counter? Or lose their Omnath? Oh, they do counter. Try to escape our opponent. Blood Moon. They get more rhinos. Swing for 8. Now crack explosives. Swing with Ravioli. And now Fleshgorger. And now the clapping is complete. So there we have it. I thought Fleshgorger held up pretty well. And imagine it in Pioneer. All these reanimation cards are legal. That'd be so hot. Let me know what you've been going to Fleshgorger. And until next time, stay tuned with Tech.